everyone. I'm Hala, host of Young and Profiting Podcast.
And I'm Jordan, the host of Growth Mindset University.
Today, we are going to go over some LinkedIn tips. So both Jordan and I have grown our LinkedIn following very quickly. I grew my LinkedIn following from like 2,000 followers to almost 22,000 followers in like 6 months.
I picked up 23,000 followers in the past 12-month period.
So we definitely have some LinkedIn strategies to share with you all, and we can't wait to get to it. So let's start first with frequency. How often should we be posting, Jordan?
I like to post every day, or at least 5, 6, 7 times a week. Sometimes I'll post twice in a day, in morning and night, because I have such a global audience. But I find that those times when I take breaks, for example, I took a 72-hour break from Monday to Thursday here, and whenever I do that, it takes a little bit to get the ball rolling again and pick up momentum, and the engagement is a little bit less, whether it's the algorithm or I have no idea, but I tend to find that posting consistently gives me the best results.
Yeah, I agree. Consistency is key. LinkedIn's not like other platforms where you need to post 10 times a day like Twitter, but you should be posting at least 3 to 4 times a week. I would say that's safe. And you definitely don't want to take a long stretch of time where you're not posting, because you'll totally lose momentum. People aren't, specifically looking for you in their feed, and so they'll just forget about you, and you want to remain top of mind so that people remember that they like your content and they engage with it. So it's very important to stay consistent. You might even want to prepare posts in advance so that you can keep that consistency, or have some backup posts in case one day, you're super busy and then you remember, oh yeah, I wrote this other thing, I'll just post that. So I definitely think that you should try your best to remain consistent once you decide you want to be a content creator.
I like to have my list of ideas on tap. I got them in the notes on my phone of 1-minute video ideas for me to just whip out and record, because for me, all it takes with those selfie videos is a minute or two.
I do the same thing. I'll start writing, I do a lot of text posts on my LinkedIn, and I'll just whenever I'm a little bored, I'll just start writing something, just ideas, and then when I'm ready to post, I have all these different ideas ready for me to build out and actually post something. So let's move on to content types. There's 4 main content types for LinkedIn right now. There's text-only posts, there's images with captions, there's videos with captions, and then podcasters now, it's becoming very popular, audiograms with captions. So which one's your favorite?
I love video, because when I first started posting video in April of 2019, that's when things really took off for me. It was like a tipping point where I saw so many results in my business and life take off, and even just, on a superficial level, my engagement went through the roof. And my profile views multiplied by 5 in a 2-month period, because I felt like I was just a keyboard warrior. I was afraid to show my face to my followers. I had followers already, but once I showed my face and introduced myself to my followers for the first time, I found that everything went up. Even messages, people that reached out to me and messaged me, I started getting so many more messages because people feel like they knew me a little bit better because of video. It's so much more personal.
You definitely stand out in LinkedIn when you give when you post a picture of yourself or a video of yourself. I need to get better at videos, but when I post a picture, I get tons of engagement. And it's because really it breaks up the sea of content in LinkedIn. It's mostly text posts, sharing business articles, things like that. And so you don't really see a lot of humans, and it's that human connection that gets people to really engage. So I would definitely encourage to, not be afraid to take a video and post it up. And I myself need to get better at that. My expertise is definitely text posts. So I started as a blogger. That's what I started my career as. And so I love to write, and I get tons of engagement on my posts. And I would encourage all of you to really think about what you're good at. So are you good at finding content? Maybe you'll be a content creator and you just post really cool content that you find and repurpose for your page. Maybe you're good at shooting videos like Jordan, so you do that. So definitely think about what your strengths are and then play into that.
And look, you should always be experimenting too and trying new things so you don't get stuck in your ways. And so the stimuli doesn't become saturated. Do the same thing over and over again on social media, the result is going to be lesser and lesser each time. Your
Yep.
engagement's going to go down. If you post the same video, if I post a video right here, that's every video, then people are going to get sick of that and stop
Yeah.
watching and liking and engaging with
switch
that.
it up.
For example, with my experimentation, I have, in the past week, just pretended like LinkedIn is Twitter. I'll post 1 or 2 lines, and I've been finding that, wow, to my surprise, it's doing really, really well.
Yes.
It was 3 days in a row. I had 30,000 views, 20,000 views, and then back to 30,000 with just these short little words.
I've been doing that for months, and honestly, I think that's what really got me traction on LinkedIn. I used to write these short posts, like, for example, like, I'm thankful for everyone who told me no. That was like one of my biggest first posts that went viral, you know, and so many people love that message. And the short posts give people room to comment. It gives them room to engage, to give their 2 cents. And so that's why I think short content really works on LinkedIn. And it also is different. And you want to stand out when it comes to your content.
Absolutely. I agree.
So let's talk about sharing posts. So this is something that I think a lot of newbies on LinkedIn get wrong. So you're wondering if you want to post content. You think that just sharing an influencer's content is going to get you engagement, but it's not. The LinkedIn algorithm deprioritizes that. So if you notice, if you do that, you probably usually get 1 to 10 likes if you're lucky. I would suggest that you actually go further, take the extra mile and download that content and repost it so you have original content. It doesn't need to be something that you actually created. You can go on YouTube and download a video. You can go on Instagram and download a video. There's all these apps out there. Just search, download Instagram video, download Facebook video. You have one specifically for Facebook, right?
Facebook, I use fbdown.net. You just type in the video URL from Facebook.
Yep.
And boom, you hit the enter button, and out comes your downloaded video. It'll download it for you.
It's so easy, and you can do that on YouTube. So think about all the content you can repurpose. See what goes viral on Instagram and Facebook, and then do that on LinkedIn and watch your engagement grow. I think that is a strategy that is so underused on LinkedIn right now. There's so many popular videos on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook that you already know that works. Just do the same thing on LinkedIn, and then don't forget.
Always give credit.
Yes.
Always. Don't be a thief. Give credit to the original source.
Exactly. All right, so the last thing that we're going to cover is brand consistency. So brand consistency is very key because if you're looking to grow a following, you're going to want to make sure that your posts represent who you are and what you're trying to put out to the world. So what are you an expert at? Make sure that you're not just posting random cat videos in a business news article the next day. That doesn't make any sense. People aren't going to resonate with that. You want to make sure that you have a consistent message. Yeah. Your posts, if you're creating original images, that they all sort of match or look similar to each other, and that you have a nice aesthetic to your posts.
Absolutely. I have about 6 different topics that are near and dear, not only to me, but to my followers. And I stay within the realm of those 6 topics. And that's my central message that I stay within. It's a very focused message, and I'm not all over the place,
Exactly. Cool. So we just gave you a ton of LinkedIn's tips. We went over frequency. We went over content types. We went over text posts and tips specifically for that. And we also went over brand consistency. So let us know what you think. Tell us in the comments.